Hello. And welcome to another KidsKonnect video, where you can learn all about the amazing world around you, with fun and educational facts and worksheets. In today's episode, we're going to learn about the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar, which is a much anticipated time of spiritual renewal and self-discipline for Muslims around the globe. Can you guess what it is? It's Ramadan. Here's a question to think about while you watch. Besides the traditional Islamic greeting, Assalamu alaikum, which means peace be upon you, how do Muslims greet each other during Ramadan? Watch until the end for the answer. Let's start with the origins of Ramadan, which can be traced back to the Islamic tradition, and the life of Prophet Muhammad in the early 7th century CE. The primary significance of Ramadan lies in the belief that, during this month, the first verses of the Quran, the holy book of Islam, were revealed to Prophet Muhammad by the Archangel Gabriel. The revelations occurred over approximately 23 years, with the initial revelation in the cave of Hira, near Mecca. Ramadan is firmly established by the 5 pillars of Islam, which are the foundation of Muslim life and practice. The most well-known aspect of Ramadan is fasting, known as Sawm. This practice of fasting during Ramadan was established gradually, with the initial commandment coming in the 2nd year after the migration of Prophet Muhammad from Mecca to Medina, known as the Hijra. Fasting was not unique to Islam, and had roots in pre-Islamic Arabian customs. However, as practiced by Muslims today, Ramadan fasting differs significantly in its purpose, duration, and spiritual significance. The Islamic fasting tradition was intended to cultivate self-discipline, empathy for the less fortunate, and spiritual reflection. Those Muslims who have reached puberty, and are in good health, must abstain from food, drink, smoking, and sexual relations, from dawn until sunset throughout the month. The fast is broken with a meal called iftar, usually beginning with dates and water, followed by a larger meal. Initially, fasting in Ramadan was not obligatory for all Muslims. It was later established as a mandatory act of worship for adult Muslims in good health, with exceptions for specific groups, such as travelers, pregnant, nursing or menstruating women, and those who are ill. They are exempt from fasting but may make up the missed days later, or perform alternative acts of worship. Also, during Ramadan, Muslims engage in increased prayers, particularly the Tarawih prayers performed at night. During the last 10 days of Ramadan, Muslims commemorate Laylatul Qadr, or the Night of Power, a time to seek blessings and forgiveness. Additionally, many Muslims strive to read or recite the entire Quran during the month, reflecting on its teachings, and seeking spiritual guidance. Ramadan emphasizes the importance of charity and generosity. Muslims are encouraged to give zakat, which is obligatory charity, and sadaqah, which is voluntary charity, to support the community's needy and less fortunate members. Special efforts are made for charity, including feeding stray animals, planting trees, or volunteering at local shelters. The end of Ramadan is marked by the celebration of al-Fitr, the festival of breaking the fast. It begins with the sighting of the crescent moon, which officially ends the month of fasting. Muslims gather for communal prayers, followed by festive meals, giving of gifts, and visiting family and friends. It is also a time for expressing gratitude to Allah, for the strength and patience shown during Ramadan. The commemorations encompass both individual acts of devotion, and communal activities, which reflect the spiritual and social dimensions of Ramadan. It is also believed that the gates of heaven are open, and the gates of hell are closed during this period, which signifies a time of increased mercy, forgiveness, and blessings from Allah. During Ramadan, other traditions include a cannon being fired at suhoor time, to signal the beginning of the day's fasting period. And another cannon is fired at sunset, to signal the time for iftar. Decorative lanterns, known as fanus, are hung in homes, streets, and shops in the Middle East and South Asia. In some Muslim households, particularly those in Turkey and Indonesia, a person known as the Mesahurati roams the streets in the pre-dawn hours, banging a drum or chanting verses, to wake people up for suhoor. And did you know that in 2023, an estimated 1.8 billion Muslims around the world observed Ramadan? As many as 13% are in Indonesia, making it the single largest Muslim population in the world. And now for the answer you've been waiting for. During Ramadan, Muslims greet each other with special phrases expressing well wishes for the month. These include Ramadan Mubarak, which means blessed Ramadan, or Ramadan Kareem, which means generous Ramadan. That's it for today. If you enjoyed this lesson, visit KidsKonnect for fun worksheets on many more seasonal and history topics. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel to be the first to know about new content. See you in the next video.